If someone came to you and said, what do you think about me cloning my dog, what would you say?
I have a client who cloned her dog.
Inside information, or is this known?
No, this is known. I'm taking care of the clone.
They've for sure done humans, right? Did you work today?
I took some phone calls, but I didn't have to see any patients today.
So you go in houses now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever see, because I think when housekeepers come to my hotel room in Vegas, there's money laying out, drugs, maybe not with me drugs, but there, there's drugs. Do you ever see like things in people's houses that maybe you shouldn't see because now that you're doing your job in people's houses?
That's a good question. I don't know that I've seen anything like where I'm like, ooh, I probably shouldn't be seeing this. I do see like couples fight.
Oh man, that's awkward.
Yeah. Like whether it's usually not even about the pets, like they're fighting about something else.
And you get there like mid-fight?
Oh, they'll just be like, they were probably already in the middle of it, and then they answer the door, and then they kind of forget I'm there, and then they're like bickering in the corner, and I'm like, oh God. Yeah, so I see fights. Or like yelling at their kids, like just, stuff that you wouldn't normally see in a hospital setting.
Because you're in their house.
Yeah, I'm in their house.
I was thinking about a little bit what I was going to talk to you about, and I was just like, man, I bet people that go in people's personal spaces, and we just understood they get to be in there, which would be like housekeepers at hotels, or like you when you come even to my house. But we're friends, but still, we don't even have to be there. Mm-hmm. Like you could literally come and take all my watches.
I could.
And I wouldn't know. But you haven't seen any drugs?
No, it actually that's like a huge perk of my job is people will give me their gate codes or their door codes. I go into their homes all the time without them being home.
There's a lot of trust though for your job because you take something that we care about greatly, so we have to trust you anyway.
Yeah.
Which is our animals.
Right.
So it's like, well, might as well trust you with all of it.
Yeah.
Here's my checking account. Here's my login to my Regions bank account.
I am not going to steal. I promise. Just here to take care of puppies.
We went to dinner together last night.
We did.
Me, my wife, you, your husband. We ended up sitting 1-2-1-2, which everybody acted like that was a big deal at first because I was sitting next to you. You were sitting next to Caitlin. How did you feel about the awkward sitting?
I loved it.
I always talk to Caitlin.
Right.
All
exactly.
the time. And if we're sitting on the same side, it broke it up because there were times where I was talking to your husband.
Yeah.
So I was pretty proud of myself with that.
I loved it.
Thank you. My wife did not love it at first.
She was like, what the heck? But then once we got settled, I was like, this was a great idea.
Yeah.
And you're wearing the same thing you wore last night.
Thank you for asking. Here's why.
Let's hear it.
First of all, we should normalize guys telling other guys they like their clothes because I just left therapy and I was walking out the door and another guy was walking in and he goes, hey man, I like your sweater. Mm-hmm. And I said, thanks, man. And then I was walking, I was like, dudes never say that to dudes because he wasn't hitting on me.
No, he genuinely liked your sweater.
Yeah, he liked my sweater.
Really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. And so, yeah, we should normalize if a guy likes something on another guy, they should be able to say, I did a TikTok where I will take screenshots of guys in clothes that I like. I think that's way more common for women.
Yeah. No, but if you're like looking for some fashion inspo, I get it.
Yeah, I don't really call it inspo, but I did screenshot it and I shared it with some people and they made fun of me and they were like, guys don't do that.
Oh, I disagree. Also, guys just try to like be cool. Like I think guys complimenting guys is a great thing, and we really should do more of that.
Yeah. So he complimented my cardigan, and you said you're wearing the same thing. So during the morning show, we will tape interviews ahead. Mm-hmm. I never have guests live ever because it's too early.
Oh, really? So when I come on the radio, it airs the next day?
Yeah, or 2 days.
Oh, wow.
Did you not know that?
I didn't really think about it.
You just show up, do your thing, and not pay attention to anything else?
Yeah, totally.
So because that happens a lot, and we're editing in and out of guests, and sometimes if I'm leaving, I'll wear the same clothes for like 3 days in a row so you can't tell an edit.
Wow.
Now, I only wear them at work, and then I change once I get home. Mm-hmm. Today I didn't have that luxury because I had to go to physical therapy. But I wear the same clothes because when we're editing clips, if it's a whole day, my clothes never change.
Right.
And so it doesn't look like we're puzzling a show together.
That makes sense.
So that's why.
Have you been going to the radio in your boot?
I have to. I've been going on a cart for a while when I was rolling around on the cart.
I saw the cart.
And that's difficult. I have a security guy and he helps me I mean, he's more than a security guy. He's like been my personal security guy for 15 years, but he helps me. He unloads the car, takes it up the stairs. It's been great.
Is it Tim?
It is Tim. Yeah, you know Tim. Yeah.
He's the best.
Retiring.
No. Really? How do we replace Tim?
Retiring for a second time.
He'll come back.
I don't think he will.
Dang it.
Because he retired from law enforcement
Mm-hmm.
because he was, we'll just say one of the law enforcements with 3 letters. I want to give too much about him.
Okay.
And then he retired completely and then joined me 13 years or so ago.
Wow.
And has been with me the whole time. I've tried to talk him out of retiring.
Yeah.
And he said, my body is still a little able and I'm still willing. So I want to retire while I have a little bit of money and can still move around and can go do stuff.
You know what, Tim? Fair enough.
I still don't like it.
No. We decline your offer, but.
I know. My wife and Tim are the only people that have me on the Find My on my phone.
Oh, really? Wow. Tim has you on Find My.
Because I might be abducted sometime.
Yeah.
And the only way to find me is by Find My.
Can you imagine someone kidnapping you?
Why do you say it like that?
I just think
why would that be such a...
They'd be like, we should just give this guy back.
I'm curious as to what characteristics I possess that would have you make that joke.
You're similar to my husband. Same thing. They'd be like, let's just give him back.
No, why? And you have carte blanche. We are friends outside of anything professional, outside
Totally.
of the podcasting space, outside of the vet space. You can say whatever you want.
No, I just think you would be like I think you would just like annoy them in the sense you're like, yeah, fine, kidnap me. Like, I think you would just have like some retorts for them where they'd be like, we need to give him back.
I'd be curious to know,
Why do you want me?
like, yeah, what was the genesis?
Yeah.
Like the motive, not even the motivation of the actual kidnapping.
Right.
But yeah, I would have a lot of questions.
You would have a lot of questions.
And how far they thought this through, had they done it before? And if they answer those, then I know they're going to kill me, which would then make me change my strategy completely.
Yeah.
Well, this is about you, though. So you have, when you watch movies, do you get as sad when animals die as I do, since you work with animals all the time? Because I would rather see every human die. Don't touch the dog.
You know what? That's fair. Maybe a little part of me's dead inside. I don't know. Like, I have to compartmentalize that a little bit. Of course, I'm sad. Like, I don't want any animals to die.
It's a movie, though.
Yeah, but it's fake.
It's fake.
So,
it's absolutely fake. Yep.
So I don't get maybe as worked up as you do.
But I don't think that you should. And I think I've mentioned this before, is I want my surgeon, I want my vet, I want them to be a little numb.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing anything emotional, if your heart rate is up, you're not going to perform at the height of your abilities.
1,000,000%. I don't do anesthesia on my own animals because I'm emotionally attached to them. And so if they were coding or something was going awry while they were under, I don't trust my judgment fully because I'd be emotional. Now, if it's Stanley or Eller, I'm going to, of course, I love them, but I would be able to execute, like, for sure. So
I still fall back to you saying kidnappers will be annoyed with me.
you should take that as a compliment.
I took a test and it said that I was on the spectrum a little bit.
Okay.
Do you think I'm on the spectrum a little bit?
I think the more I'm learning about people who are neurodivergent, my husband's neurodivergent, is that spectrum is like massive.
It is. And I think that's why more people are now considered on the spectrum.
Yeah.
It's not freaking people getting stabbed with vaccines. It's because there's more understanding of what the spectrum is.
Exactly. So do I think you're on, maybe a little? Maybe you're on that spectrum. Who isn't on the spectrum a little bit?
I know I feel seen whenever because I've always been a little different.
Yeah. I think it makes you great.
Unless you're a kidnapper.
Unless you're a kidnapper. They're going to be like, this guy sucks.
Okay. Other animal questions.
Okay.
Did you ever see I Am Legend with Will Smith?
Yes. Is that an apocalypse movie?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
He's got the dog.
Yes. It's the German Shepherd. Yeah. That was sad. That was sad.
That sucked, right?
That sucked. Yeah. I was sad. But it's not real.
Yeah, but it still is real in the state that we're in while watching a movie.
True.
Did you watch?
That does make me emotional. Like Marley and Me. I cried
I read the book.
like a baby.
I'm surprised you did,
Cried like a baby.
because you have to deal with it so much. I don't think you're any more or less emotional in general, but because you have to deal with it so much. I'm so desensitized to news because I talk about current events all the time.
Right.
Earthquake kills 900 nuns, orphans all caught on fire. Every charity just burned up. And I'm like, all right, Oh man, that sucks. All right, next story.
Yeah.
Like that's just because I've done so many stories like that.
Right. But think about if it happens to you. Like, so for me, when other people's pets pass away, I'm sad. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. But I can compartmentalize it just like you reading news articles. But like, let's say something happens to your wife or your family or your friends.
Oh yeah.
Or
That's
something
real.
happens to
That's
my
real.
animals,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
then I'm devastated.
Yeah, Marley and me, I finished the book on an airplane. I was crying so hard. The person next to me actually said, "Are you okay?"
Like, no, I'm not.
But I had a book in my hand.
Do you cry during movies?
I really don't cry.
Okay.
I'm not ashamed of crying. It is not a masculinity thing at all. It's a vulnerability thing.
Was this around when, what was your pit bull's name?
Stanley. No.
No,
Oh. I've had 3 dogs.
No,
3 dogs so Bradley got sent to the farm.
Rest in peace.
You know that story,
I
right?
do know that story. Arkansas Keith.
They lied to me. I believed it until I was 39 or 40 years old.
He was executed.
He never went to the farm.
Oh.
Sidebar. This Boston Terrier, it was a mean little sucker.
Yeah.
Not to me, but it would sleep. I never had a bedroom growing up, so I slept on the couch, and it slept on my chest on the couch, and it would have bad dreams and bite in its bad dreams. It naturally was a biter.
So it was biting you while it was asleep.
Yeah, it wasn't out of aggression.
Right.
It lived in a biting world.
What a legend.
In its sleep, it was biting things. And maybe it was. Maybe it was just aggressive all the time, even unconscious. So I still have scars on me from the dog biting me. I love that dog so much. And it bit multiple people. And when it finally bit someone that we didn't know,
Yeah.
it's not like they could have sued us because we didn't have money. We were in a small town.
Right.
But how do you feel about someone having to actually shoot their own dog?
Well, I don't recommend anyone shoot their own dog. I think there's way more humane. Well,
Country.
there's always more humane.
We're in the
ways to go.
country.
Yeah, but even still, you can take your dog to the vet and we will humanely euthanize them for pennies on the dollar rather than shooting them. Promise.
Okay. Arkansas Keith was born in probably like the 50s or something.
Which, by the way, we do have to euthanize dogs for being aggressive. It's horrible.
Sucks. I know.
That's like my least favorite part of my job.
You know, we have to euthanize humans for being aggressive too and awful.
Maybe we
Just for the record, it's not just animals.
Yeah.
Do you think it makes Arkansas Keith a bad person?
No, I don't think it makes him a bad person. I just think he used the resources that he had and the education he had to do what he thought was right.
Because sadly, the dog had to be put down.
Yeah. I mean, I think if he was a public health risk, I understand why.
Man, that dog was awesome. Except it was terrible.
No.
It was a terrible dog.
That was like my biggie, the dog that bit you on my
I held that
podcast.
dog with love and tender gentleness, and it bit
He was a monster. I know. He was so bad.
Yeah, I loved that dog. And so that was Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
When I moved to Austin, Texas, and I was living there, and I moved there, I didn't know anybody. You ever moved anywhere by yourself without knowing anybody?
Nashville.
You didn't know anybody?
Not a soul.
Oh, we're going to come back to that.
Yeah.
So I moved to Austin and knew nobody. Moved down there by myself. There was a news story about a puppy mill being raided, and all these dogs were at the puppy mill. I just went and got one of them. They just gave me a dog. There was no paper. I just drove up and they were like, you can have one. It was crazy looking back. I did. So I took probably too young to take, but there was no other option because it was a puppy mill.
To the shelter or the rescue or wherever.
So I had Dusty
that was his name.
for like 13 or 14 years. It wrecked me.
No, there's no other loss like it.
Wrecked me.
Yeah.
When we were touring, because I was doing a lot of touring with Raging Idiots, my comedy band, and I was just starting to do some stand-up. And so I then had to have a bus, because mostly it was pretty equal. We just all had bunks, and we could fit more people in. But I was like, I have to have a big big room in the back, because I got to take my dog because he's dying. And so we drove around. I dedicated my last book to him, not the dog book, but my Fail Until You Don't. And on the front page, it says, to Dusty, the best dog, da-da-da. You'll never know this. Well, mostly because dogs can't read.
Mm-hmm.
So got it. But that dog, and I had to drive. I don't want this whole podcast to be sad, but I had to go after. Oh, he was my complete adult growth dog.
Oh, yeah.
Like as I grew as an adult, that's my association with him.
Mm-hmm.
He was with me the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Best buddy.
Yeah.
And I had to go and do that and put him down.
That's awful.
It's awful.
I would venture to say most people that are listening to this that have animals can think of that one
It's awful.
dog or cat that they had in their 20s or 30s, like when they were really going from childhood into being an adult. And those animals, like, they help shape who you are. I know it sounds crazy if you don't have a
My
pet.
for sure adult dog.
Yes.
Like growing as an
Yes.
adult was with me the whole time.
Yes, through heartbreak and breakups and
Before
moving.
we went in, when I put him down, we listened to Jack White. I believe that we are gonna be friends. I still remember it so vividly. It sucked, but this is what I took from that. It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
But what I took from that, and what I would tell other friends who had to put their animals down, was I'm so grateful that I was so sad, because had I not been so sad, none of that would have mattered for 12 or 13 years. I had a great 12, 13 years with that dog.
Exactly.
And had I not, I would not have been as sad.
Exactly.
It was a bowling ball to the gut. I was a wreck for months. It makes me sad thinking about it now, but I am so happy I get to be that sad, because that animal brought me such
Fulfilled your life.
awe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Taught you love, unconditional love. Okay, how about this? Now that you're in like a socioeconomic place to do so, would you have
You can say I'm
cloned-
rich. I make
Now that
jokes
you're
about it. I make jokes about it now, because people used to say, "Why do you still act like you're poor?" So now I just go, "I'm rich." Okay, go ahead.
Now that you're filthy rich,
I wouldn't clone a dog. No,
I was going to ask you, would you clone Dudley?
his name's Stanley or Dusty.
Dusty.
You combine the two now.
Dudley.
You have actually. you have genetically modified my two dogs into one
Your
dog
next dog could be
named
Dudley.
Dudley. No, I wouldn't. I think there are one, too many dogs that need to be adopted.
Yeah.
And two, I think that what's the difference in having a cloned dog? You can't actually talk with a dog, as much as I've tried.
Right.
I've talked to a dog a lot,
Right.
but you can't actually talk to a dog and have them talk back to you. Just having their offspring feels like it would almost be exactly the same thing from what you would be able to tell.
I have a client who cloned her dog. I'm taking care of the clone. The clone is an identical replica, looks wise, but personality wise, completely different.
Okay, so is it even cloned then?
It's cloned DNA, but think like
But I asked that question wrong. Is it even what you wanted then as a clone, because you
Exactly.
wanted the exact version of what you had?
exactly. It has a different personality. It got beat up at the dog park when it was a puppy, so now it's terrified of other dogs, but the OG loved other dogs because that never happened to it when it was a puppy. So totally different personality.
Wow.
I know. Sometimes, so that has really kind of given
What's
me
that
the
cost? 50 grand?
perspective. Yeah, it's about 50 grand. Yep.
If someone came to you and said, "What do you think about me cloning my dog?" What would you say?
I'd say it's a personal decision. I'd say from my experience, I've seen people, just so you know, it could have a totally different personality, but
And that's not why you want to clone.
No.
If I want something cloned, I want the exact freaking thing.
yeah. Like if I was to clone Biggie, who passed away, I would want him to be just as nasty.
Yeah, you'd want.
As he was
That's the
before.
reason of the clone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just have their offspring.
Yeah.
Have them have a kid. Then genetically, it's almost the same. Wow, that's crazy that you're watching a clone.
Yeah, I take care of a clone.
You take care. You meaning that's your.
My patient.
Got it.
And then we get asked, we as veterinarians have to sedate or anesthetize to harvest the skin to send into the lab for the cloning.
No way.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I think the lab's in Dallas.
So how do you do that? Do you like? Is it like it's so simple as a scalpel cutting something?
Super simple. Just harvest a piece of skin, you put it in a special container, and then you send it off.
Mike, is this as bizarre to you as it is to me right now? I know that we talked about even Tom Brady doing it, but her having actual firsthand,
Yeah.
is that weird?
That's insane.
It's insane. Okay, so they're for sure, they've for sure done humans, right?
Cloned humans?
No, they for sure have, right?
They
Somewhere.
had to have, right?
If it's
And
so,
horses are cloned. They are everywhere. Cloned horses, huge. And like,
is this a conspiracy theory?
no. There's tons of clones, tons and tons. Like in Argentina, where they play polo, entire thousands of horses have been cloned, and they're riding and playing clones of the best polo horses ever.
Inside information, or is this known?
No, this is known.
So then why would you pay a ton of money for the offspring of a horse? Let's say Secretary was still alive and someone pays, what do they call that fee?
Like the stud fee.
The stud fee.
Yeah.
Why would you?
So that's the huge thing now. Because listen, you pay for the stud fee, which is like the egg and the sperm to come together.
Which the stud fee, they may not even have a kid.
Exactly.
With a clone though, you have the skin and you can.
Exactly. And then you have to breed them, you have to find the mare, then you have to raise them, and then they may not even turn out to be good. But the clone,
Are the clones often as good as the
a
animal?
lot of times they're really good.
More so than if it's a, half and half because you got a mom and a dad horse?
The clones are better typically than the ones that are bred. The
So,
clones
okay,
are amazing.
listen here. what would keep me then from breaking into a place?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to watch horses have sex, but all I need to do is like break into a stable,
Yeah.
take a little skin and get out. Like that's the ultimate heist of $1 million horse.
We just came up with a new business plan.
Like that would be I would do that.
Of like American Pharaoh or whomever. Yeah, you could clone.
That's a famous horse.
Yeah, he won the Triple Crown. He's a big racehorse. I'm sure that in horse racing, I do not know, but I'm sure there's rules. You can't race clones.
How do they know it's a clone though? Is there like no blue check?
They know because they're not Instagram verified, of course. No, they know because they know the pedigree. You have to turn in the pedigree of each racehorse. So
Can't you lie?
I don't it's so tightly buttoned up. I think it'd be really hard, but maybe, I guess.
I can't believe they have cloned horses.
Yes.
And it's so known.
I'm going to send you a documentary. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very well known.
Wow.
Yeah. Mind blowing.
So back to my point of if we're doing dogs, no problem. If we got cloned horses everywhere, you don't think somewhere in a lab in Russia they've done this with humans?
Probably.
Or China?
Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
There's an arms race.
That's scary.
With technology, with science everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
And again, if we can do horses and dogs so easily, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Or mammals. That's the same. It's got to be the same.
The horse thing blows my mind.
That's really scary to think about. I don't know if I wouldn't want to be cloned.
I would. I would.
Tell me more. I mean, it wouldn't be you. It would just be another. But like, what if the next you comes back and is a total asshole?
Some would say this version is.
Okay, so maybe the next one's going to be better.
Hey, many a kidnapper don't want anything to do with me.
That's true.
I would like a version of me that I can work with because I would send them to do.
Oh, you'd like to still be alive while your clone's alive.
Oh, yeah. No, I want it to go out and do stuff. I hate waking up in the morning.
Okay.
So I have to like go in
I
early
see what you're saying.
and record commercials. I have to record like 100 commercials in the morning.
Yeah.
Got to record station liners.
Yeah.
I got to record. I won't do any of that. I would have my clone go in and do all that. I would come in straight for the meat.
Is that in the morning when because I was in the airport the other day and I was getting my bag and I heard you say, hello, welcome to Nashville. Mm-hmm. Like you do all those.
That was live. I sit up at the top of the airport and do that. I go in for an hour shift.
It's like, is he here?
Yeah, we're all up there.
He's
all those people on the top have a microphone and we're just like, all right, Cole Swindell, you go.
Miranda.
Yes.
Hit it.
Yeah, people don't know that, but that's one of the things about Nashville being live.
So real.
Yeah, we're up there. Mind blown about horses. Okay. You moved to Nashville. Oh, to Dusty. I would not clone him. He's the greatest, like little friend I had my whole life. Stanley gets to be a different story, and then Eller gets to be a different story for sure. Mm-hmm. But I did move to Austin, had really no system, so I had that dog.
Yeah, he was your rock.
You moved to Nashville without knowing anybody. Why Nashville?
My husband and I were living in Chicago during COVID.
So you had a husband, though. You knew somebody. You came with your husband.
We came together and knew no one. We as a unit.
Oh, that takes 50% of intensity off of it.
Think?
Well, yeah, you had like somebody.
That's true. Like we could go out and meet people together.
Or you could just be together at home.
Yeah, true. But it was still scary to like.
I agree. Going to a new city is tough.
Yeah.
But I went by myself and just sat on my thumb when I wasn't at work. Like there was, and also I'm not
Caitlin.
I'm not the most outgoing person anyway, so it's not like I would never leave.
Yeah, that's awful.
Why did you guys move here?
Well, we were living in downtown Chicago and it was 2020 and everything was boarded up and we just wanted to change. I was going to be a partner probably at the practice I was at. And I knew, I was like, we're going to get locked in. We're going to end up in downtown Chicago forever if we don't make a change. And we wanted to try something different. So
Why Nashville though?
Well, my husband, mainly for tax reasons, he's like, you can choose Austin, Miami, or Nashville. Where do you want to go?
Like state taxes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I chose Nashville. I was like, well, I like horses. My family's in Indiana. So we did not even visit. We just bought a house sight unseen and drove down.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't visit Austin ever before I went. Different situation. It was awesome. It's the greatest city ever. Yeah. Other than I have different home loves because it's home, but Austin's my favorite city.
Yeah, it's a great city.
No winter. There's like 2 weeks of winter.
It's also very outdoorsy. It's got the river.
It has all that stuff, but no winter is really the selling. I hate cold.
I know you hate the cold.
Hate cold.
I tried to pickleball with you in like 55.
Nope.
Like, I'm not doing it.
Do not have enough clothes for that.
Why? You just hate it.
I don't like cold.
Okay.
I'd rather be very hot. Austin was great because, and it was young.
Yeah.
and I was young.
Yeah.
It was a great city. My favorite city. It was It was warm and welcome to creative people.
Yes.
You weren't weird. Also, you really didn't know who was rich and who was poor because I got to go through some phases there, moved there poor, and didn't leave rich, but left what I thought was rich.
Yeah.
When I left Austin, I was making a few $100,000 a year. I literally thought I was rich.
Yeah.
And that was rich. That was so rich to me
It is.
because I never thought, at least, I had a nice house. It was crazy.
Austin now, though, I think is a little, like, it's pretty saturated now.
In what way?
Like, I just think, I mean, similar to Nashville, but I think it's probably 10 years ahead of Nashville. Everybody's moved. Like,
I think they're very similar.
You do.
I do. I don't think they're similar in the music space. I think a lot of people in Austin would go, oh, yeah, it's a lot like Nashville. It's not. Nashville is a $1 billion super musical industry.
Not incomparable, in my opinion.
Austin has a lot more technology.
Yes.
Far greater
Exactly.
technologic.
A lot of Silicon Valley people came there, yeah.
But people do move to both places a lot for the same reason you moved here.
Yeah, I mean, we were getting taxed left
The
and
crazy thing
right.
about Texas was property taxes.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Even here is way less. I mean, they just reassessed them, but it's way less than it was in Chicago.
I think property taxes make sense, but I think there's a way that you should be able to mature out of them.
Like you've paid them for X amount of time? Okay.
You pay them.
interesting.
I hate, though, to see property taxes go up in neighborhoods where people don't have a lot of money.
Yeah, it forces them to
and all of a
move.
sudden, people start building stuff around them and the
Yeah.
property values up and all of a sudden they've got a fat tax. It's not, that's not fair.
That's not the
That's
point.
one of the, that's one. But two, like, you live somewhere for 15 to 20 years, whatever the rule is.
Right.
We're going to start dropping your property taxes at about 10 years incrementally by percentage.
I think that's a great idea.
Because it's weird to keep paying taxes on something you already own. There's nothing else that we fully own all the time. We got to keep paying taxes on. So, but I understand why.
You can really get taken advantage of.
Yep. So you like this home now?
This is home. We're here to stay. We love Nashville. I mean, everyone's so warm and welcoming. And now, I mean, my business is here now. My husband's business is here.
Your business has changed because when we met at first, you had your own practice in a building.
Yeah. Remember I took you on a tour?
Yeah, it was
After
cool.
we went to brunch.
It was cool to walk back there and see.
Like the OR and the dental suite. Yeah, I sold my practices and knew I still wanted to be a vet. So I said, I've got to do something where I can be a veterinarian, but have a different quality of life, because being in the hospital is a grind. I mean, you're in there 10 to 12 hours a day, every single day, and I'm managing 30 people. So I decided to start a concierge practice.
Would people come into your practice, though, your brick and mortar practice, just if a dog got hit and they just rush a dog in?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it was an emergency room type situation, too.
I mean, we were a general practice, so primarily we were seeing scheduled visits, but like if a dog got hit in the neighborhood, they would come rushing in.
If it was open, was there always a doctor there?
Yes. Yeah. Always a doctor
And
there.
so you're there, you're just doing your thing, and there are times where you're just like, oh, well, I got to jump in and
I was practicing, yeah.
save this dog or
Full-time,
cat.
yeah.
Did anybody ever bring weird animals in, like a chinchilla?
People would call about like chinchillas and rabbits and guinea pigs. I will do like the occasional pocket pet, we call them. I really don't do reptiles. That's the one where I like kind of draw the line. I also don't know much about birds. And now I go to like a lot of country music stars' homes, and a lot of them have like chickens and goats and whatever. And so I'll like, honestly, I have to like go watch a YouTube video sometimes.
Is there a different? Are birds different than mammals as far
Totally
as like
different.
how I know it's a really dumb person question.
It's not. Reptiles and birds are a totally different species. So
What
they're
about mammals to birds?
very different. Very different. So mammals, like doing a hamster, or I've done a hedgehog, taking care of a hedgehog, versus like a cat, like a lot more similar than doing a chicken.
Body temperature is different.
Different.
Like I think that to me would seem a great contrast between a bird and a cat.
Yeah, warm-blooded versus cold-blooded.
Oh yeah, a snake.
Yeah.
Are there people that niche that industry of pocket pets though?
Yes, there are exotic vets that really only do exotic. So frogs, turtles, chinchillas.
They should put that next to
Sugar
one of those
babies.
places that only sell Lamborghinis and Porsches. There should be, you know how Kentucky Fried Chicken and like Taco Bell would have like the
Yes.
joint.
Yes.
They should do
Or like
exotic
Pizza
cars
Hut.
and exotic cars and exotic pets. You get your Lamborghini
Genius.
because it's those kind of people or young kids for the most part that have weird pets.
Get your Lambo serviced and
Yep.
your Python shots.
And get your chinchilla neutered.
Wait, genius. Right after we start harvesting horse skin.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is that happening here, do you think?
Oh, yeah. It's happening in the U.S.
Is it taboo?
I don't think so. No, I mean, people, they're very open about it.
For sure, humans. For sure. Now that I know they're doing bigger things,
How?
because obviously it was sheep. We know Dolly and the sheep. Did you still have to study about Dolly? the sheep?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We learned about Dolly.
Can you teach me, what did you learn?
I honestly can't remember. It was my biology 101 of like my freshman year in undergrad.
All I remember is they cloned a sheep
first
named
clone,
Dolly.
yeah.
And it was the first clone. I remember thinking then, they're lying. This is the first clone they're telling us about.
Yeah.
I never think anything that we see that we're told is the first is actually the first.
And that's why kidnappers hate you.
Oh, for sure. They'd be like,
it.
dude, just go.
Just get out.
Whenever I was watching the Las Vegas, it's got like the whatever it is where they bring in the new technology and they show it off. Mike, do you remember what that's called? That big seminar, the whatever. They bring in all this new stuff. It's a big fest every year. It's a big convention. CES, thank you. EES is the alarm I set off that cost me $1 million. CES.
I remember that.
Yeah, oh yeah, it sucked.
Okay.
CES is when they bring in all the new technology.
Were you in Vegas for this?
For what?
This conference?
No, I just watched clips.
I was wondering if this is when you found poop in your bathroom in Vegas.
I was in Vegas for that one.
I know.
In my shower.
That's my favorite story ever. Did you talk about that on the radio?
Yeah, a little.
Like,
I don't like. Okay, I'm gonna be pinning that one.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done.
No, because I'm gonna go back to that.
Okay.
But they were showing these birds that were flying around at CES like 2 years ago.
Real birds.
No,
Uh-oh.
birds that looked real. They keep cameras in them.
Like a drone and a fake bird.
You'd have bet all the money you ever made that that's a real bird. It looks so
That's
lifelike.
scary.
And they'd fly it around the room. It was real. And they were like, this is the first time. I'm like, that's bullcrap. You don't think if they're giving it to us, you don't think governments have been doing this for 15 years?
Yeah, you know Russia's got those everywhere.
For sure. And I don't believe in that no birds are real. You know, that whole thing, we're all birds.
Yeah,
I don't believe that because there are real birds.
Right.
Eller, my dog, has actually killed them and brought them into the house.
I can confirm.
Yes.
Birds are real.
But when I saw that, I was like, oh, they've been watching us with birds, not just drones, because they can fly a drone so high we can't see it. And they can monitor us, no doubt.
Yeah.
But they can get lower with fake birds.
Because people are less suspicious.
And now I've seen birds that are hummingbird sized
That's scary.
that we can buy. And again, if we can buy them
Yeah.
and use them to monitor folks,
Yeah.
the government's been doing that forever.
Totally.
So I was in Vegas and we walked into my hotel, our room, my wife and I, we were staying there for a festival. And I looked down at the shower and I was like, I felt bad for Kaylin. I was like, did you get sick? No.
She couldn't hold
There's poop in the shower.
there.
And she was like, no, she goes, oh my God. She came and looked in it. And I called and I was like, hey, what do you say? Somebody pooped in our shower. We've been in that room for 2 days already, by the way. And so it had to be a cleaning person.
You'd showered already?
What do you mean?
Like, had you used the
Multiple
shower?
times. We've been there for 2 days.
And so I didn't realize that. I thought you had just checked in.
No.
So you had been there.
Yeah, no, it happened while we were gone.
And then a poop.
We were gone for like.
Are you sure you didn't accidentally poop and not realize it?
I'm sure I didn't accidentally poop.
I know Caitlin wouldn't.
She's never pooped in her life.
No.
Never. So.
She's never pooped.
Nope, not once. If anyone would have, it would have been me, but it wasn't me. And we found it, and I didn't say where we were staying, and I went on social media, and I was like, ew, somebody pooped in my shower. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And they came up, and they cleaned it. Like the owner of like the hotel called me the next day.
Mortified, I'm sure.
Yeah, very much so. And he was like, I am so sorry. Thank you for not saying the name of the hotel on your Instagram. We saw it. What can we give you? Like who? And I, like an idiot, I was like, nothing. It happens.
Yeah.
It really doesn't happen. But also didn't want to be the guy that was like, you know what? I need a free week.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was like, well, let me know if you ever need anything. And there have been times I've thought about it, But I don't even think he would remember if I called now and be like, remember 2 years ago when someone pooped in my shower?
I think he would remember.
Yeah, that was a crazy story.
I didn't realize you'd been staying there.
Yeah, no, we didn't just come in.
Got it. And wasn't there like a towel in there?
Yeah,
Like
there was a wet towel was in there as well.
Yeah, someone pooped.
What's your theory then? If there's a wet towel and there's poop in the shower, because the wet towel, I forgot all about the wet towel.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
how you know it wasn't one of us.
Yeah. I still think there's a chance it could have been you.
How that's your theory?
Theory.
It for sure wasn't, but I understand.
You know,
that
like
can
that's
be
the
it.
most likely.
Do you get grossed out by animal poop?
Not at all. No, I will say, I mean, I'm telling people now I'm pregnant in the first.
You are now saying?
I am.
So by the time this airs, which will be over a week from now, right, Mike? Yeah. But you have to put it
you
out
can air
there.
it. Yeah, I'm pregnant.
Okay. Everybody, Josie's pregnant.
Woo!
That's awesome.
go.
Congratulations.
The first trimester of smelling in my job, like poop doesn't gross me out, anal glands, like I've had horrible things happen to me in the vet field. I almost fainted multiple times in my first trimester because of the smells.
There were times where Stanley was so sick, you would request pictures of poop.
Yes. I couldn't do that either. Owners will send me, hey, here's a poop.
I stopped sending.
I
Once
was,
I knew
like,
you were pregnant,
gagging.
I stopped even like asking about things.
Yeah, because you kind of
Because I knew, because Caitlin
Caitlin's
had gone through it.
too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a rough go, but now I'm better. Now I'm well into the pregnancy and I can smell poop again and not gag. But I don't like animal poop doesn't bother me at all. Human poop kind of grosses me out.
I'm just not a poop guy in general. That being said, Stanley's poop does not bother me at all because he was so sick for so long. I have no problem wiping him. I have nothing.
You're unfazed.
None.
And it's your baby.
Yep. And I listen, I scrub like the dickens when it's over because I know just poop has a lot of
Yeah.
germs, like bacteria, all the bad stuff. But I have because he like almost died.
He was so sick.
Yeah. But he like didn't
I was worried.
didn't go to the bathroom except like it was like water and I was just cleaning off of him. It was nothing. It was the only time in my life that I've ever been
Unfazed.
It was
Yeah, you really wiped him. You took really good care of him.
Bulldogs, I do not recommend them. And I have to say, I love mine. I was saying this on the show the other day. Unless you have a lot of money to just be like, I am going to spend tens of thousands.
Yeah.
Literally. And you know what? With us, with me, I think we're probably getting close to almost more than tens of thousands.
I think you're close.
He's had 9 surgeries.
Double knee.
Yep.
His eyes.
We might be at $100,000 for that dog.
Yeah, I don't know. Even if you have the money, like Stanley, I will say, he has great conformation. I
don't know what that means.
Like his body type is good. Like he gets around pretty well. There are some bulldogs that like can barely get around.
Because they're so like large, like fat.
Well, like fat and they're short to the ground, and we take x-rays and their spines are all wonky, almost like scoliosis in
Is it all
humans.
because of like the inbred?
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah, exactly. You're breeding them to be small and pocket size, and then they've got these smushy faces and they can't breathe. It is almost like it's bordering a little unethical.
I feel that way.
Yeah.
Even with a bulldog that I love.
Yeah.
I tell people don't get a bulldog.
Yeah.
Almost like let's let them all live out, die of old age.
Yeah.
And people, they should stop making them.
You would be hard pressed to find a vet or anyone in the animal world that would not agree with you.
I just feel like the dog is always suffering.
Yes. Exactly.
You're the one who told me that when Stanley is like breathing hard, it's like he's like us breathing through a straw.
Exactly.
Imagine
breathe through a straw.
Imagine running.
Yeah.
And then coming in, the only way you can catch your breath is by holding your nose and breathing through a straw.
Exactly.
That sucks.
That sucks.
And
he gets amazing care. I mean, you were lucky that, you can do everything for him and he gets amazing care, but not everybody has that. So then you've got them that are really suffering.
I would recommend not getting a bulldog.
As would I.
And I love my bulldog, and everybody knows that. But he got really sick to where his hair started to fall off in spots.
I mean, he lost 15, 20 pounds. His hair started falling out. He had a really bad autoimmune.
That's kind of what it was,
disease.
right?
Yeah. And then we had to put him on steroids to help calm down the autoimmune portion of it. And then the steroids caused side effects, which caused his hair to fall out. It was a whole thing.
I bet he lost 1/6 of his hair.
He was looking like a checkerboard.
And he's fully back.
Yeah.
Healthy as can be. And
he's back.
Yeah. And when he feels really good, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And when he feels really bad, he's kind of a dick.
He's not, he's never been, I mean, I know I'm always on Team Caitlin. And I know she feels like he could be a dick, but he's always been so sweet.
I feel like he can be a dick. I know he can. Yeah, I think
Especially when he tries to eat poop.
I think he loves to just dive bomb and poop outside, so we got to walk outside with him.
That is gross, and that's bad. He gets resource guardy over that.
I agree. Bulldogs, I think just in general, I think that's why I'm a little more understanding. I just think they're just
stubborn.
Big time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll tell her, well, he can't hear. And then there'll be like one crumble of something hit the floor 3 rooms away. And he's like,
he's also pretty fast.
He's still an athlete.
Yeah.
He's still an athlete. Still likes to play ball. He's 6, a little over 6 now. Mm-hmm. What sucks is I also know the reality of bulldogs. 8.5 or 9.
Yeah. I mean, I have a bulldog patient right now that's 12.
No way.
Mm-hmm. She's small, like a smaller, slender one. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, so they can get into their double digits for sure.
We found Eller. Well, we found her online that someone had found her, so we just went to their backyard. And they were like, this dog's this old. And we're like, okay, we believe that. They were lying to us.
Yeah.
She was way younger than that, but she was also on the street. She was by herself, so we took her anyway. She had a lot of aggression issues to work through because she, even in her young life, and you can correct me on this, I feel like she was just in survival mode from when she was born for anything.
Probably. Yeah.
Even to eat.
Yeah, exactly. She had to compete for resources. Also, what people don't realize is when puppies are from 2 months to 6 months, the majority of how they will be is shaped in that time frame. The experiences that they go through.
She used to attack as a puppy. She was a third of the size of Stanley, and she would just go for him. And he'd be like, what the crap? You ever see Scooby-Doo?
He's so helpless.
You ever see Scooby-Doo, the show?
Oh,
you know, Scrappy-Doo's like a tenth of the size. And he's like, come on. But that was Eller.
Her.
And then she got bigger.
She's a big girl.
And then she could take him out. And so what's been interesting is to watch, for the most part, 95%, how just stability, and I think this happens in humans too, and I think I've seen this as well with just my wife. Stability creates far less aggression because you don't need to use that aggression because you don't need the weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
And
consistency.
We were so consistent with her. And Caitlin was the one that was very consistent.
Structure.
With All Might, Bradley, with Dusty, with Stanley. All my dogs are ease. I was there all the time. I had them. But I was gone a lot when Caitlin and I got Eller. And that's why Caitlin's Eller's alpha.
Yeah. Yeah, her and Eller are super bonded.
But I have seen a dog go from being absolutely evil to a loving dog. Eller still has her issues at times, obviously. She wants to kill Stanley. She'll pop on Stanley sometimes. Yeah. Resource guarding because...
It's usually when food's involved.
Yeah, some of that is still like part of who she is.
Yeah.
But
Does she have husky in her?
Yep.
Okay.
And she talks all the time. Yeah. She'll be outside the window.
Yeah. It's called the call for people.
What's your favorite breed of dog?
I love a good old-fashioned mutt.
Because they're healthy?
They're healthy. Like, I don't know. I just love, like, something with a beard. Something that just looks like it came out of the forest. Like, you couldn't even, like, you don't even know what breed it is.
Why?
I just like their personality. I like dogs that come from the shelter. I think they know they've been rescued and they're grateful.
Sometimes I tell those dogs, my dogs, you guys have no idea how good your life is.
Yeah, totally.
I'll say it with English words to them.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like, Eller, I freaking got you out of someone's backyard. Do you know where you would be?
Yeah.
Stanley, you little prince.
He's a trust fund baby.
Big time.
Yeah.
Like, you're lucky you're not on a yacht, on a coked out of your mind, going to die in a year.
Amen. No, they know. They know. I know they know.
You ever met Sarah McLachlan?
No, but I hate that commercial. You ever met Sarah McLachlan?
Yeah.
And?
It was a long time ago. I have no real memory either way. I just think that would be cool for someone that worked with animals to meet the person who sings about animals.
She should come on my podcast.
That would be an awesome Instagram picture.
In the arms
of an angel.
Oh my God, it's so sad.
Yeah, but then they find the dogs like One-Eyed Willie that they're for sure going to highlight.
Yeah, with the 1 tooth.
Yeah.
Those are my kind of dogs.
Right out of the woods with a beard.
Yeah, with a beard, 1 eye, no teeth, 3 legs.
How have you liked podcasting?
I've loved podcasting. It's been really fun. It's a lot more work, I think, than people realize, though.
What about it?
That I didn't know.
Because you came from no background in any sort of media. What about it is more work?
I think just like coming up with the content. I mean, you're pretty good at like spitballing, but for me, I really have to think about like I'm running out of cases to talk about and what do the people want to hear, you know? So I think it's a lot of like figuring out what content to talk about for me.
What celebrities are known that you're their vet? I don't want you to out anybody that you never said, but either you've said they've been on a podcast, they've been on Instagram with you.
I do Thomas Rhett's pets. His wife, Lauren's been on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They're amazing.
How many pets do they have?
They had, oh my gosh, we've had a bad year. They have 3 dogs. 2 of them passed away this year.
Were they old?
Old. One had an adrenal gland tumor, and the other one had lymphoma. We had a bad year. But, yeah, so now we're down to 1 dog. I'm sure that will change because Lauren's always adopting random things as they come. So yeah, I do her. Who else is like kind of out? I try to like keep a low profile for some of them. Do Charlie Handsome's dogs.
So we've had Charlie Handsome on the podcast.
Yeah.
Charlie Handsome, big songwriter, big producer for like
Morgan Wallen,
Post Malone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking people that are already out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people know about him.
Since you did content, can we say the person you were with the other day?
Yeah.
Kirk Street?
Yeah, and his dog Peter.
Who's famous?
Peter's so famous.
Yeah.
And his son Jake. Peter is beautiful. What a beautiful golden retriever. I was like, wow. And we put him in a backpack. I don't know if people know of the little chunk backpack, but
a golden retriever can fit in a backpack?
He fit in the backpack, and this is a big hole.
Kirk Street seems like the greatest guy. Don't know him. I don't know if I've ever met him. I don't think I do, but he seems just lovely.
It's because he's an Ohio State grad.
Ohio people are like Canadians.
We are just awesome.
Just way nice that you think there's something up.
You're just not sure.
You're like, what are they luring me into?
Yeah.
Was he cool?
Yeah, they were so nice. All of them.
Any other celebrities that you've met that's been out?
I'm trying to think who doesn't want to keep a low profile.
No, that's already been out there. Like either.
Oh, Mackenzie Porter. Take care of her pets.
I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
And her and her husband now have a new Thelma and James. Have you heard their music? It's really good.
And her hair's brown.
Her hair's brown because she is on the Nashville 911 show. She plays a doctor.
Oh, I didn't know that. She has a real role?
Yeah. She's an amazing actress. She was on a Netflix
Yeah, no,
show.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew. She has a real role in that show?
Yeah, she's like she's signed for a bunch of seasons.
Oh, that's great for her.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. She was like showing me the cadaver that she like does surgery on. It's crazy. She's like, how do you say this word?
It's a real body? A real dead body?
It's a body. So they put the person down, like the live person, and they put a fake body on top. So you've got the person's head. And then there's like a fake body that she has to go in and pretend like she's doing surgery on. It's crazy.
Okay, so it's a fake cadaver.
Yeah, fake cadaver.
Got it.
Not a real one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That show, I've not seen it. I hear it's so corny that it's good.
So cheesy. She texted me and was like, oh my God, this is embarrassing. Like, I can't believe it was like a little girl that got picked up by her kite. It was
that's the episode that people often say to me because I'm like, is that show any good? They're like, it's terrible, but it's good. Like, because once you kind of suspend belief, they're like, this kid gets sucked up with a kite.
You got to get past that. But she's an amazing actress. She's like a triple threat across the board. She's awesome.
Who's been your favorite podcast guest? Favorite's too broad. Who's been the one that you enjoyed more than you thought you would? And maybe you had no consideration of even thinking you would. Who knows?
I did Victoria Fuller take care of her animals. She was on The Bachelor. And I didn't really know her. Do you know anyone from The Bachelor? You're like,
I know Caitlin Bristow because she was just on. She's great. Let me see who Victoria Fuller is.
And I did not really know her prior. Like, we had met maybe once or twice. And I absolutely loved her.
I don't know her. But, yeah, seems nice.
She is...
Like I would know from a picture. But she's with the Chris guy. Chris Soules in this picture. Was she on his season or something?
I don't know whose season she was on. Maybe Peter's?
She's got it. Mike.
But she's awesome. I love
investigate that. Victoria Fuller.
She was on Peter Weber's season.
Okay.
Is she with Chris Soules now, though?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, because I'm trying to matchmake her.
Oh, here we go. Let me read you this. Bachelor Nation's Victoria Fuller and Chris Soules relationship timeline.
Oh.
The way they were from 2022.
Oh, wow.
So I guess they were dating. They're not anymore?
They briefly dated in 2020.
Didn't know that. But yeah, she's amazing. I didn't know what to expect, and I don't know that much about Bachelor Nation, and I just thought she was funny and awesome. Cool. And there's a lot of Bachelor people in Nashville.
A lot of Bachelor at parties here too.
Yeah. Tell me about it. You were on Jason Tardix. I do his dog. You were on his podcast.
Oh yeah, you do his dog.
Mm-hmm. Teddy.
Oh, you have to remember the dogs' names, don't you? Do you keep all of them in your phone?
I remember every single pet. I remember their name. I remember what medication they're on. I do not remember, at least now I do because I don't have that many clients. But in practice, I'd be like, oh, you're Fluffy's mom. I could not remember the humans' names, but I remember all the animals.
Do you ever have to turn in like CPS? You see, and maybe not in your version you're doing now, but you see a dog that's
Yes.
mistreated, so you have to
Yes.
call and turn them in.
Yep. Yep.
That sucks, man.
Dogs that we were suspected were part of like a fighting ring.
No way.
Hmm.
Like pit bulls?
Yeah. Pit bulls.
Because you could see like marks, like visible.
Yeah. Bite wounds. I had a
They would
Rot-
bring those dogs in to get fixed so they could fight again?
They would, bring them in for bites and stuff. We had Rottweilers that were being bred somewhere, like maybe in South Nashville, that were being like terribly bred, and they were coming in and dying of parvovirus, like skin and bones, like a lot of really sad stuff. It
Yeah,
makes you
that's the stuff that
angry.
that's the stuff that I would really have trouble with. But also, I need you to not be as angry as my animal care.
Yeah.
I want you to be mad.
I'm mad at the people.
Yeah, I want you to be mad at that.
Yeah. I'm mad at the
But I
people.
need you to be numb a little bit too,
Totally, yes.
because you got to perform. If
Dialogue.
I cried on every news story that was sad, I would never get to a show.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, a couple more things before you go.
Okay.
Did you know there's a Logan's right over there?
Is that a roadhouse?
I didn't know it. Saw it for the first time. I like Logan's. I didn't know we had one so close.
I don't know if I've ever been.
Well, you took us somewhere I've never been last night.
Yeah.
Yardbirds.
Doughbird.
Well,
It's pretty good.
there no dairy-free options. I think you saw me struggling last night. That's
I
just
didn't realize you're dairy free now.
I'm lactose intolerant. I'm not dairy-free. I'm not like leading a charge. Like I poop my pants.
I know about your poop problems, you and Stanley.
But to be fair, I didn't poop in the shower.
That's why I think it
No.
might have been you.
Here's the problem.
Just a little nugget and you didn't realize.
I don't want to have to say this, but there are no nuggets.
That's the thing also. That's
There are
the thing
no-
you have going for you.
No. If I eat dairy,
Yeah.
there are no nuggets, and that was a nugget. That's how you knew it wasn't
Yeah,
me.
it was firm.
You took us to Doughbirds, and all I ate were shishito peppers and wings with no. I couldn't have any
You
sauce.
couldn't get your sauce. I had mozzarella sticks.
Oh, yeah, it was the whole thing.
Lots of dairy.
Yeah.
Wait, that's sad. I'm sorry.
I love dairy.
Can we go to Logan's and get non-dairy?
Oh, I'm sure they have steak and broccoli.
We should go when we get back from the holidays.
Anyway, I just drove by it. I was like, we have a Logan's. I had no idea. I like Logan's.
I've never been to Logan's. Is it kind of like a Outback?
Yeah, similar. You ever been to Applebee's?
Love Applebee's.
Okay, good.
$5 appetizers. What's the place where the rolls are delicious? Is that?
Well, there's a couple good roll places. Texas Roadhouse has
That's
good
it.
rolls.
I love their cinnamon butter
Um,
and their cactus onion.
Red Lobster. They have good
biscuits.
bread. The cheddar biscuits. I think the Cheddar Bay biscuits. Whenever
Charlie's.
when I'd never been to no Charlie's.
I think they might be closed, but they have delicious biscuit
Is
butter.
that regional? Because I feel like I've seen
Maybe.
a couple O'Charlie's, but I don't know that we had O'Charlie's in Arkansas.
In Indiana, we definitely had O'Charlie's, but I don't know about, maybe it's regional.
We used to go to Red Lobster once a year, and it was our fancy one time a year deal. Like that was the big dinner every year. I look forward to it so
Did you
much.
put the apron on.
I don't think so.
Did you know we're getting an In-N-Out?
Yeah, my wife showed me a picture on Instagram of it almost being done.
Yeah, I just drove by it.
So that means I won't get that In-N-Out for about 18 months because I will not go when the line's crazy.
Okay.
It's going to take about that long to normalize here.
I don't know that I've had In-N-Out once, but I wasn't that blown away.
Here's my official take on In-N-Out.
Okay.
It tastes really good.
It does.
But the hype
I guess I'm asking you.
makes
do you
it
think so?
taste less good.
Yeah, you expect it to be like.
Because everyone's like, In-N-Out freaking rocks. If nobody told you anything about it and it was like, let's stop at this burger place that looks kind of like a chain, but maybe
Yeah.
not so chainy,
Then you'd be blown away.
you would be like, oh, this is a really fresh tasting burger. This is great.
Yep.
But everybody's pledging their allegiance to In-N-Out.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you go, it's like the movie Old School. I really liked the movie, but everybody told me how good it was and that it was the greatest comedy ever. There was no way it could have possibly lived up to the hype. And so as good as Old School is and was, even if it's on TBS, it's still funny. It never, to me, will be as great as it could have been because people ruined it by overhyping it.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what In-N-Out is. But their fries are super fresh.
That's fair.
I like In-N-Out. And if you
Okay.
can remove the super positive stigma, In-N-Out's great.
Okay.
Mike, your thoughts on In-N-Out?
I really like it back when I ate meat. I remember when they first started coming to Texas, I went and waited in a long line for it. So I also think like waiting a long time for it makes it taste better.
That's fair because you're starving by the time you get up there.
People that aren't from the South, and it's definitely spread more, had the same kind of feeling about Chick-fil-A when Chick-fil-A was going up into like the Northeast.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
everybody's like, Chick-fil-A, it's awesome.
And then people are like, it's just a chicken.
And then you're like, oh, no,
fast
it's good.
food.
It's good. But now it tastes worse because you just told me how awesome it's going to be.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so In-N-Out's good. In-N-Out is really good.
Okay.
In comparison to how good everybody says it is, In-N-Out's fine.
Okay.
But anyway,
Great. Then
there's
I'm going to set my expectations
yeah.
accordingly.
have no expectations.
Okay.
But there's a Logan's.
I was
Like a hidden Logan's I didn't even know was like right
driving here.
down
I
the
was
road.
like, I wonder what we'll chat about tonight. And this was not on my list.
What did you think we talk about?
I'm just, I don't know, kind of like this.
A couple
Shoot the
things.
shit.
I wanted to talk about your podcast,
Yep.
and we talked about it before you came in. And then,
It is coming back.
I
I'm
know-
getting a lot of people asking me.
wow, okay, flex. Go
I'm
ahead. You can't.
extremely
You
famous.
can't go anywhere without
No,
people asking.
No, people are stopping me for my autograph. They're like, when
Yeah.
is season 4 coming? I'm like, relax.
So season 4 is coming.
No,
have
like
you done
4
any?
people have asked.
Have you done any episodes
I've done one.
with?
For the 4 people that have asked, it is coming. I was so sick my first trimester. I couldn't.
Oh, did you do it while you were sick?
I just filmed my first episode like a week ago.
With
The little chunk guy that was here that we went and met Peter Herbstreit with.
the little chunk guy? That's
Little
that.
Chunk is the name of the brand. He owns,
I was gonna say that felt mean.
you know, that little chunky guy. He's actually very, very skinny.
That's the brand.
That's the brand, Little Chunk. But he has a very famous corgi. She's got like 2 million followers on Instagram, and everyone follows her. And he rides around New York with her in his backpack. And now he makes a backpack that he sells.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very cool.
And that's why he was here.
And that's why he was here. We did some content where he's coming out with a joint supplement that actually gets my stamp of approval. So I'm going to help him market it. It's veterinarian approved.
When does next season come out?
It'll probably come out like early next year, January, February.
And so, but there's 3 whole seasons that are up now.
3 whole seasons in the vet's office.
And you've had some really cool guests. Because
Yeah.
people love to talk about their dogs.
They love it.
There are a couple things that people love to talk about. Their fantasy football teams, when they have one.
Yeah.
Their
Love
golf
it.
game. I'm just dudes specifically. Love talking about their golf game
And pets.
and their pets.
I had Justin Anderson on. That was one that I just thought about. And I love him. If you're listening, Justin, I love you.
I know Justin from kind of knowing Kristen.
Yes. It's Kristen
Cavallari.
Cavallari's best friend. And yeah, I thought he was like the funniest person alive. We had the best time.
You ever met Kristen?
I have not, but I've heard she's really nice too.
So I had unfair expectations of our meeting where I thought it was going to be terrible. Because somebody that grows up
You just don't know.
young, famous, reality,
Yeah.
pretty, you're like I'll do it. And we were working together. We were doing like a television intro thing together.
Okay.
It was actually me, her, and The Miz. Do you know who The Miz is?
The wrestler?
The wrestler,
Yeah.
yeah. And so,
That is an interesting combination.
yeah. And I was with her before The Miz. She could not have been nicer. And what was the greatest? It wasn't even about me so much. She could not have been nicer to Caitlin, who was with me.
That's huge.
She went
Yeah.
out of her way to
Yeah.
be to like talk to Caitlin.
That says a lot.
It was the greatest. She could have said nothing to me and been super nice to my wife, and I'd have been
Yeah.
like, that chick rocks.
Totally.
So I don't know her,
Yeah.
but between because we were together for like an hour,
Yeah.
between that and how nice she was to Caitlin,
And she lives like out, like she's not really in the mix
Yeah.
here. You can just like I think she's pretty down to earth.
and I guess not but my trainer, but you did work out with some of
Yeah,
Klug
Klug's, yeah.
disciples,
Yeah.
his crew.
Oh my god, they kicked my ass. Can I say that?
Well, you said like 8 other ones, so
know,
I think
sorry.
it's fine now. Like, there's like a time limit on when you can't say it. Klug trains her and says just wonderful things
She's
about
awesome.
her, like as a person.
Yeah. And
So
Kevin, if you're listening, I feel like he's a good judge of character.
he is not listening.
He doesn't listen to
There's
the
no
podcast.
chance. Here's the thing about Kevin Klug. Somebody tag him in this. Kevin Klug has been my trainer now for probably 5 or 6 years. I'm not sure. COVID kind of screwed up my mind in years.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very intimate time with someone because you spend
Very.
an hour and you're just one-on-one.
Yes.
And it's not pleasurable for me,
Me either.
but there's talking. And after you work out for a few months, then a few years, you know a lot of things about each other just because you're there.
Yep.
So this intimate relationship forms. We would have like Christmas parties at our house. We had he comes, like he then becomes a friend.
Yeah.
We would go do stuff where we'd go shoot, like at Auburn, we'd go shoot Too Much Access. Hey, you want to come? Can you get a few hours? Yeah, let's go. He'd come with us, get on the plane, come back. Like he would be a friend. And then we'd work out one day and he'd be like, hey, your show's on in the morning? And I'd be like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I was flipping through and I heard you.
That is so
And I was like,
funny.
you know what I do? He goes, yeah, I just don't think.
He
I
didn't
don't
think about it.
Yeah, I don't think about that.
But that's why we love him.
No,
we love people like that.
I agree. But he'd be like, yeah. And this has happened a couple times. And I'll kind of end on this. He'd be like, oh, I heard that segment. You guys were kind of funny. Like surprised.
You're like, oh.
Like
thanks.
we're literally together all the time.
Like we've been doing this forever. What do you think?
I played the Opry a couple weeks ago. And so it was me and Eddie. And sometimes I'll go by myself. Sometimes I'll bring Eddie out and we'll do Raging Idiot stuff. And Lainey had played before.
Mm-hmm.
Lainey's lead singer's sister, Sarah, is my wife's best friend.
Sarah is Caitlin's best friend.
So, yeah. So Sarah's best friend.
Yeah.
Her brother's lead singer, Lainey.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Sarah.
Yeah.
I know Sarah, the blonde that lives in California and will
Yes.
come cut Caitlin's hair
Yeah.
randomly.
From Oklahoma.
Yes.
So they're Oklahoma people.
Yes, got it.
She lives in LA.
Yes.
Oh, I got another crazy story about this. But so Sarah is in town because her brother's playing the Opry for the first time.
Got it.
And they went to Belmont
Yep.
and then moved out to LA and
That's all
started
we're
to
doing.
make it.
And they're cousins with Abby Smyers from Dan
Sarah
and Shay.
is.
Yeah.
Sarah's cousins with Abby.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're here, and we didn't do this on purpose, but they were playing, and I was playing the same night. And so Sarah was at the house the night before because her and Caitlin are freaking best friends. And then Sarah, I was like, I see you tomorrow at the Opry. Great. So Sarah stayed side stage after her brother finished to watch me play. And I came off the side stage, and she's just like, she was like just so confused. I was like, what's up? She goes, you were so funny.
You are really funny.
No, but I was like, no. Why are you surprised? Like, am I not just generally funny?
I mean,
Like, it's a different, I'm having to channel it a different way. But she was like, I've just never seen you like that. I'm like, I say funny stuff all the time.
you're like, I'm hilarious.
I'm a barrel of like funny, witty things.
Yeah, but you can't do that because then you're gonna be like in and out.
Oh, I don't care.
You can't say that you're too funny.
I'm a plateau at this point.
But when you're on stage, I will say, like going to your live shows, it's like you're really natural at it. And when you're singing the Hobby Lobby Bobby song, it is hilarious.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Quick story about Sarah. So Abby, the whole thing. So I was doing Dancing with the Stars. I needed a haircut while I was in California.
Oh, the finals are tonight.
Yeah, by the time this airs, it'll have been a week
You're
ago.
like, I already won.
We're not live.
Okay.
This is the one time she thinks she's live, Mike.
No, they're like, we have to edit out so many cuss words. This can't be
Nah,
live.
you're good on cuss words. So I'm doing the show. I need a haircut. They do everything else, but they don't cut hair.
Okay.
And so I call my management team and I'm like, hey, I need a haircut in LA. Like, do you know anybody? So they asked somebody at Red Light. Red Light's like, hey, I have a friend. Her friend was Abby Smyers. She's like, Abby Smyers has a relative. Go and let her cut your hair. So I go and I get my haircut.
And you did not know Caitlin then?
No, it was
Yeah.
a year before I met Caitlin.
That's crazy.
I sat and Sarah cut my hair a year before I ever met Caitlin.
And then T-minus 2 or 3 years later, she was a bridesmaid in your wedding.
Tell me that's not crazy.
That is crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Were you like, oh, this girl's cool when she was cutting your hair? Or were you like so busy you didn't even?
I wasn't busy. I was just really tired when I did that show because I was doing the radio show, dancing, and coming back and forth and touring a little bit too.
You were like a zombie.
Yeah, I'm always nice, but I don't know that I really had the capacity to like create a new friendship.
That's
but it was a crazy story.
That is a crazy
that Sarah
story.
was who cut my hair when I was in LA randomly through being set up.
And then
And then there she is side of the Opry stage going, I can't believe you're funny.
you're like, I can't believe you could cut hair well.
Yeah, exactly. She does cut hair at the house sometimes. She'd cut my hair at the house.
Yeah, I know she'll like come do Caitlin's hair randomly.
This has been enjoyable.
Sure
Has it been for you?
Yeah, I've had a blast.
We've done an hour.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. I could do this all night. But
There's the
won't.
Logans right down the road. I'm really anxious to get to.
Now I'm getting hungry.
Got a reservation?
Yeah, I got a 6:15.
That is not. So you know they have a Logan's?
You guys check out Josie's podcast. It is called In the Vet's Office with Dr. Josie on Instagram. Dr. Josie?
Dr. Josie Vet.
Dr. Josie Vet. Yeah, that's cool.
Holler. On the podcast, we answer questions that people DM. So if you have any questions about your pets, feel free to ask me.
Do you like the change up going and being a concierge vet now?
I will never go back.
Really? Were you worried that it wouldn't
Love it.
take?
Remember I called you?
Yeah. No,
I was so worried. I was like, hey, can you like look at my business plan? Like, do you think people are going to do this? Like, cause I just felt like you're my customer and like my target customer and I just wanted to know what you thought. And you were like, no, it's going to do good. And we are so busy.
That's awesome.
Hiring another vet, which is awesome. So, but yes, I was worried and it was kind of crickets at first. But once things get going and people start talking and in word of mouth.
Were we your first customer?
You guys were definitely, yeah, if not first 3, yeah, definitely.
Did you ever have MySpace?
Yes,
Okay.
my top 3.
Yeah, that's what I think of. Like, where are we in the little grid?
No, you were right. You and Tom,
Yeah,
were right there.
Yeah. Okay, you guys follow Josie. Check out In the Vet's Office. She's got like 30 episodes or something up.
Yeah, a lot.
And all right, that's all. Josie, thank you.
You're welcome.